Barakti Yahweh Barakatah, Yehoshua, Barakti Yahweh Barakatah, Yehoshua, Ba Hashem, Rakakwadash, the honors to the apostles, the elders, salutations to you, sincere brothers, teaching in truth and sincerity. Lesson will be entitled, Life Imitates Art. What do I mean by this? Life imitates art is a philosophical ideal that real events or behaviors are sometimes inspired by or resemble works of art or fiction. Again, a philosophical ideal that real events or behaviors are sometimes inspired by or resemble works of art or fiction. Case in point. Video comes from the TikTok platform DP Hair Extensions. You at your baby daddy funeral. Video will be used for fair use.
They finally got your ass. I've been waiting on this day. I was about to do it myself, but they got you for me. This is probably the best day of my life. I would even waste my time to bring my son, cause he don't know your ass. Look at you just laying there. Get up. I forgot, you can't. Ooh, look at God, what he doing? I can't stand your ass. My son is 3 years old and you haven't even seen him 3 times. I've been telling him that you unalive, but it's crazy that you is now. Now everybody crying. They wasn't crying when you was being a deadbeat. When I was taking care of your twin by myself. It's crazy that boy got your whole face and you ain't even come see him. Now where that girl at? She ain't here. Cut your song off for her and she ain't even at the funeral. Got that insurance money though. She need to break me off a piece of that.
Hurry up, Dre.
Hold on 1 second. Let me get the hell up out of here. I had to come and see if it was true.
And this is so sad because out of all the nations outside of the nation of Jake, the real Israelites, so-called Negroes, so-called Hispanics, and so-called Native Americans, you don't see this. Okay, you don't see parodies such as this. Only within or for a nation that is destroyed. And therefore, the Most High is only dealing with the elect. Hence, Galatians chapter 6 and 16, I believe. The power of Israel. Look at the comments. All laughing emojis. Screaming, I'm dead. However, Mandy Rowe, wow. And she looks like a so-called white woman. Love it, so funny, I'm hollering. This me so bad, you got me rolling. And this shows you that, like, our women don't give a fuck about us, y'all. Period. They don't give a fuck. How can this be funny? And that's why the apostles say that a lot of our women will be destroyed. So for us going into the rebuilding our nation, it must be by heathen women. It only makes sense. Because these hoes on the comment board will not be saved. Jesus is Lord. Loud. Jesus is loud. Finally, another sensible comment. D is rude and mean. I don't know if she means this is rude and mean. She's every woman inner voice to they deadbeat kid's father. This bitch can't even write. So again, life imitates art, a philosophical ideal that real events such as that parody or behaviors are sometimes inspired by or resemble works of art or fiction. So although this is supposed to be fiction, however, these events really happen for Jake. You really have the baby mother wishing death on Jake. Okay, going to the funeral, making sure it's really him. Okay? So it's supposed to be a parody, but this really happens. First Peter 3:1 in the NOT. In the same way, you wives must accept the authority of your husbands, literal. Then even if some refuse to obey the good news, this doctrine, the truth, your godly lives will speak to them without any words. They will be won over also by observing your pure and reverent lives, meaning you lead by an example. Verse 3, don't be concerned about the outward beauty of fancy hairstyles, expensive jewelry, or beautiful clothes. And our women are concerned with these three things: the fancy hairstyles, expensive jewels, and high price clothes. Verse 4, you should clothe yourselves instead with the beauty that comes from within. So it's all about the spirit and not about the flesh. See, the flesh focus on fancy hairstyles, expensive jewelry, and beautiful clothes. But when it comes to the spirit, okay, let's focus more on the fourth verse. You should clothe yourselves instead with the beauty that comes from within, the unfading beauty of a gentle, meaning humble and quiet spirit, which is so precious to the Most High. So when it comes to the inner person, the spirit of a woman, what makes her gorgeous is a quiet spirit and a meek spirit or a gentle spirit. And this is precious to the Most High. Verse 5, this is how the holy women of old made themselves beautiful. Okay? They trusted the Most High and accepted the authority of their husbands. They were obedient. They really lived this. Verse 6, for instance, Sarah obeyed her husband Abraham and called him her master. You are her daughters when you do what is right without fear of what your husbands might do. Why? Because it's programmed in you, and you don't need the fear of your husbands, okay, to make you act right, because you're doing what you naturally supposed to do. And again, verse 4, when it comes to the true beauty or the inner beauty of a woman, is based on what? Her obedience to her husband, her having a quiet spirit and a meek spirit, right? And this is how you instruct your daughters. It's not about the fancy hairstyles, the expensive jewelry, and the beautiful clothes, because at the end of the day, that only feeds what? The flesh. And the flesh is more so animalistic, okay, which promotes what? Beast-like behavior. No, you get right in the spirit first, and then you focus on the outward. Lord will, you were edified. Shalom.